Hi, this is Samavi Sharma, and this is regarding a new challenge that I'm planning to start. So, I've been working at the startup called Aerotime, which is a Y Combinator startup for the past 1 year, and I've been a founding engineer there. And the amount of work that I've been getting there has essentially uh, pushed my reading habits to the back seat, and I've been very irregular with my reading efforts. So, this is essentially way to bootstrap or reinitialize those reading habits and to get back into some form of regularity when it comes to reading, and also to practice the Feynman technique. So what I would be doing is that I would be for the next 1 year I would be reading. I would try to read mm, a book for an hour every day, and then I will talk about that book or whatever I read that day on YouTube, and there would be no format. The videos might be irregular. There would be no frequency to them. But essentially, I'm seeing this as accountability framework, and I'm planning to cover interesting books. So if you're interested, do listen to what I speak. But essentially, this is more for me than anyone else on YouTube. So usually when I read one non-fiction and two fiction at the time so that I don't get bored. And so I'll be uh, in the start I'll be reading George Orwell's 1984 book, which is a fiction book, and it is around the surveillance economy. How it is set in a dystopian world where government essentially sees and records everything that you do, and how there are thought crimes that can be committed just on the basis of what you think or what you're planning to do and all those stuff. That's the first book that I'll be reading. The second book I'll be reading is maybe a little intense, which is Beyond Good and Evil by Nietzsche. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah. So essentially, Friedrich Nietzsche is famous for his insights into nihilism, and essentially, this is gonna be those. It's gonna be one of those existentialist books which give you the which make your hair stand on their edge, and then make which make you question your entire existence, that sort of thing. And the third book which I will be reading is a book around relationships, which is called Attached. And that book, essentially, I don't have a hard copy of that book because it was very expensive, and I'm still a cheap person, not matlab, in a monetary sense. So I'll be reading that book, and that book is around how different people behave differently in their relationships and how their attachment styles affect their path forward when it comes to a relationship. And it is very important to know those styles in order to make a relationship successful. And in hindsight, my relationships have never been those successful. I have a girl, but I don't know if everything is all right. Because sometimes I know everything is all right, sometimes I don't know everything is all right. Let's not talk about that, but yeah, so that would be the third book that we'll be talking. So yeah, I guess let's try this experiment, and I hope I stay on track with the schedule, or I am accountable for my own reading habits. See you on the other side.